too. All right, hey guys, it's Dr. Mo. I actually am laughing because I said I am finally going to do this the right way because Tony learns from his mistakes. No, we watched my kid and I watched this guy who breaks Ellen's eye is his name, and he says, "Did you know?" And he talks about Marvel movies a lot. He says, "Well, Tony Stark changed this because Tony learns from his mistakes." And I always mess up when I start these lives that I don't do it the right way, and I got one and then not the other, and so I said, "Nope, I'm going to do it right this time." It was closer. It was closer. So here is the Monday motivation episode. We're going to try to do these every Monday because I like Monday motivation. I usually need it. Right? This weekend was a bit of a dumpster fire. Amanda was supposed to make it today, and she will not make it, unfortunately. She's got some stuff going on.
She's deer hunting.
Huh?
She's deer hunting.
She's deer hunting with her car. Yeah. Not great. So she's safe. She's safe. Everyone's safe, so that's good. Neil is. Hold on. Let me see if. Oh no, I'm trying to see if Courtney's up to go live yet. But I've been a slacker, and we were chatting. So there we go. Hold on. Let's get Courtney and see if we can do this. Her invite is sent to go live together. We're having a live fest. Oh no, there's a live fest. I'm not having a live fest. Oh, hold on. Wait, there we go. Courtney, I think you're live.
Okay.
I
can't see it.
No, I don't think okay. I got Courtney's voice. I have Phantom Courtney on here. So we'll have Neil's voice and Courtney's voice going into TikTok, and then Courtney's voice going into the live from here, which I don't know how the hell to do this.
I'm trying to get my camera on. Let's see. There we go.
Hold on. Oh my God, there we go. All right.
Okay.
All right, we got Courtney on the live on TikTok, Neil on the live on Facebook and YouTube. And if you're just popping in going, who is this crazy chick on my live feed? I am Dr. Maureen Gibbons. I am not a doctor on TikTok. I am a social media human on TikTok. This is not medical advice. This is just us chilling. Courtney and Neil work with me and live with me. They are my support system. I know it sounds funny. We all live in the same house. We really don't. But we live in the same emotional house. That's for damn sure. So, but what we do is we work for a company called Active Medical Solutions, which is a lifestyle medicine practice that does a lot with GLP-1s. If you want to talk Zepbound, we're here to talk about it today. If you want to talk compounded, we're here to talk about it. If you want to talk about constipation, we cannot go a live video without talking about poop. Here we are. My motivation includes constipation today. Hey, we're good. I started the Metamucil just so everyone's aware of my own bowel habits because that's a fantastic thing to share live. But one of the patients recommended, or public people here recommended Metamucil gummies, and I've tried other fiber gummies that did not work as well. These are good.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
How do they taste?
They taste like orange, just like Metamucil without the crappy psyllium husk texture.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep. So I know the texture is like it's like a warm smoothie. This is gross.
Oh.
Warm chunky smoothie. Yeah, regular.
I just the green superfoods to my Amazon cart. We'll see if I can stomach those. I'll use the tips with pineapple and banana and protein, and we'll see.
Yeah,
it's once a week, right? I can do it once a week.
We'll do. We'll do. What do you call it? We'll each take a different remedy. Except for Neil's a dude, so he probably doesn't have that problem.
Yeah, probably not.
So, anyway. Oh, I did also buy the Jamaican castor oil.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm using one at a time. Because Lord knows we don't need both.
Are you gonna eat it or drink it, or are you gonna put it in your belly button?
I'm not putting it in my belly button. I cannot go that far. If I do the castor oil, I'm gonna do it DMF Kim style and do it here and here. You know, I don't know what it smells like. If it smells really gross, it might go in my belly button. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, does anybody have the? Hold on, I gotta figure out if the live is up to see if there's a chat. Well, the chat should be on Wave. Oh, hold on, I got chat messages and I'm a slacker. All right, Jackie, what are they called again? Missed it. Metamucil. They're Metamucil gummies. They're just, and my kid likes them too because my kid has my guts. No Manjaro, don't get me wrong. But my kid has had like adult poop since he was born. So I'm like, here, try the gummies. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not a little bit of an overshoot there for fifth grade classroom. That would be horrible. Oh, Linda said we up. Good, good, good. So yeah,
Nice.
on YouTube, we're on YouTube. Good. Oh my God, the YouTube chats are coming across with names today.
Nice.
All right, all right, we're getting this. We're
It's
getting
all
this.
working.
Oh, ready? Checking boxes. Checking boxes. Um, one thing that I wanted to talk about today because my word for 2024 was going to be connection. I decided that was a shit word. So I didn't decide it was a shit word so much is yeah, we do that, right? We get on lives. We don't we do the connection part already. Like we're good at that. Why set a goal for something I'm already good at? Right? That's dumb. So I'm going to do a stretch goal, which sucks. But before I do that, Jackie asked, I have a coworker interested, but in Georgia. Have her go to mytelehealthconnect.com. That's Nikki Baldwin. Thanks. Thanks. That's actually her push account because it's easier. Can you type in Hamilton Telehealth in there as well? HamiltonTelehealth.com.
Yeah.
Because that's her private practice and that'll be less expensive for the patient. Let's just start giving that out. Even though these links are okay, cool. Thanks, Jackie. Jackie said she's giving her the info now. So Nikki Baldwin is a professional associate who is in everywhere but Pennsylvania. So if you need to get her, go to Hamilton Telehealth. I'm never going to get this right. HamiltonTelehealth.com. And that's her private practice. It's a little bit. It's definitely less expensive than the old
I
platform.
misspelled it. Every time I tried to spell it and put it on, it just auto-corrected as something else that was crazy.
Hold on, we're missing a Tilly. Yeah, no, because it's Hamilton. Yeah. Hamilton T Health. Now,
T-Health.
hold on. I'll write
Well,
it.
I got it. Hamilton Telehealth. I got it now. It kept
I can't
auto-correcting.
even do it. I can't even write it. It's autocorrecting mine too.
Okay. Yeah, right. There was some crazy stuff, some stuff in Israel. I was like, what?
HamiltonTelehealth.com. Yeah, that's for anybody that is not in our states, or if you just like Nikki better, that's fine too. I meant to turn my volume up for Neil, and I turned up my display color. Like Neil's bright enough. He's bright. It's good. He's got the beach behind him. We're all fine. What the hell? I swear. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Now you can see my flirkin, but you can't see my other stuff. You can only see my flirkin on TikTok. Did anyone see the Marvels, by the way? No one saw the Marvels. I saw the money it made. No one saw the Marvels but me. I thought it was good. There were lots of flirkins. It was good. Not everyone thought the same thing. So that's fine. That's fine. I enjoyed it. But no, so anyway, so for 2024, connection is kind of something we already do pretty well at AMS. And we, our mission statement is unparalleled support to patients, providers, and staff. And that's what we do. So AMS, by the way, is Active Medical Solutions. If you're just popping in, it is our medical practice. All three of us work in that medical practice. Courtney is here. Like, what is there, a mouse in your pocket? If you're on TikTok, you got Courtney, who's also live, and you'll hear Neil's voice in the background. And if you're on Facebook and YouTube, which would be here, you'll have Neil's face, but you'll hear Courtney's voice in the background. Because that's the only way we can do this. So, yes, there is not a mouse in my pocket. I don't have imaginary friends anymore. I did have one when I was little. She did everything I told her to. It was great. No, I'm just kidding. So my word for 2024 is going to be execute. I was going to do execution, but that sounded really morbid, so I thought that's a bad idea. Because I'm good at ideas. I'm good at connection. I'm not. 2023 was systems, right? And then you think you're doing pretty well. It's November. You think you're rocking the systems. You got this, and then woo, okay, maybe not. So I realized I should have done some things differently. Great, change the systems. We're still there. I still got a month and a half. But for 2024, we're going to work harder with AMS and some other things on execution, really, because that is not my forte. And Neil's good at it. Courtney's good at it. I'm not so good at it. So Neil's ahead of my green team. Courtney's ahead of my red team. So if you come to us with AMS, you will get, a care team, and they're better at execution. So I'm going to start using my resources because I suck at it, frankly. But that's my motivation, right? It's who, not how. So let's talk about Zepbound. Here's what I was thinking this morning. I'm like, who's going to try it? That's what I want to know. Who's going to fork over the $500 to try it? Man. I'm like, me.
Yep.
Totally. I know it's the same as Manjaro. I get it. It's not the point.
Yeah, same thing with a cheap sticker on it.
It is the same thing with a cheap sticker on it. That's not the point.
So bad. It's so bad.
I know. Trulicity the same too, though, what I found out. If you look at Trulicity, same.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't care. They can apparently manufacture the pens well. Cynthia said, I'm forking over $460 for Manjaro, so I'll go. Heck yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple of people in the same boat, and they're like, well, maybe cheaper.
Yep. Yeah, because the starting price, oh my God, it's so funny. The starting price from Eli Lilly is, give me a second. It was like, I'm not gonna remember the number correctly, but it was like $1,059.87. I'm like, really?
Ooh, that's 87 cents. It's too expensive for me.
That 87 cents puts it right over.
They probably calculated a percentage because they wanted to be a certain percentage below Wegovy.
Yeah, I think it's 20% below Wegovy.
Round it, guys.
20% below Wegovy.
What'd you say, Neil?
Round it. They're all smart people, and they didn't round it.
Like, give me the 13 cents, please. How soon will Zepbound be available? Ideally by the end of the year. Probably right about when that Manjaro coupon ends. Just saying.
What a coincidence.
Funny that.
Yep, I've already been bombarded at work with everyone asking about Zepbound. That was on Manjaro for the $25.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to have a lot of discussion about that coupon and what it actually will bring the price down to, because they're all convinced it's going to be $25 again.
The coupon's already on the website.
Because
I'm sorry, let me rephrase. The coupon is not on the website. The coupon information is on the website at zepbound.com from Eli Lilly. By the way, we don't make the drug. We don't make any drugs. We're a medical practice. You don't have the little elf in your doctor's closet making up the amoxicillin, right? We don't make it either. So, but yes, the information's already on the website of how much it'll be off.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult because it says the $25, but for most people, if they're in a traditional fiscal year, their insurance will have already come out with their formulary for the year, so they won't have had time to add it to the formulary. And like Neil and I, the people that we work with that are like seeing the 25, that formulary, our fiscal year is July to July. So that formulary came out in July. It won't be added. If by chance they were to add it, it wouldn't be added until next July to the formulary.
Well, I don't think it's going to be covered by most insurances anyway.
No.
Yours might, because they cover obesity medicines.
Yeah.
So maybe. Butler asked, I have a prescription for Trulicity. My insurance will not pay for it. How can I get this for less than $1,000? They might have a Trulicity savings card. Hold on. Trulicity savings card. Let's see. Please hold. Most of these expensive drugs have savings cards to help you out. So here's where, God love you. I mean, I love Eli Lilly. Don't get me wrong. Wouldn't kick them out of bed for eating crackers. But the purple number that says 25 is not where you stop reading. That's the bad news. I know. Let's see. You may be if insurance does not cover it, it's probably the same. Hold on. If you have commercial drug insurance, let's see. Yeah, Mindy's there. Hi, Mindy. Yeah, I agree with Mindy. If they cover Wegovy, I bet they'll cover Zepbound because it'll cost them less. They might add it like an emergency ad.
Be nice.
Yeah, right?
Be awesome.
Yeah, because Wegovy's not doing it.
So I'm calling the team for a PA for sure.
I might have to get the card to see because this only says they must have coverage to pay as little as $25. Let me see. Hold on. There's additional terms and conditions for Trulicity. Give me a second. I think it's only a savings card for Trulicity if your insurance covers it. That's different. The Ozempic savings card for as far as like the type 2 stuff, I found a good RX coupon. Yeah, 811 at Walmart. So that's probably as cheap as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Switching to Ozempic can get you down, but Ozempic's like 800. Like it's not going to be any better than that because even with the coupon, it's like 800. Novo Nordisk is a bit more expensive. Oh wow, Trulicity is approved for 10 and over.
I didn't know that.
I did not either.
I thought it was just Saxenda, but
So Victoza must be too.
Maybe
not. I don't know. Shoot, I thought it was 16.
I think semaglutide went down to 12, didn't it?
Yeah, what'd you say, Neil?
I thought they lowered it.
Well, yes, and Courtney just said semaglutide went down to 12. But I did not know Trulicity was at 10.
Wow.
Good on ya. Good job, guys. Fix the problem early. Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was 12 too. Mindy said thought it was 12. I'm like on the website indication. It's adults and children 10 years of age and older.
Wow.
Amazing. Okay, so but no, honestly, don't take my word for a quickie search on the internet. Go look for Trulicity savings card and look for the terms and conditions and see if you can dig in and find it for when it's not covered by insurance. That's where the Manjaro or Zepbound coupons cover about $500. So it brings it down. I mean, you're like, oh, it's still $500, but it's better than $8, you know? Like, and then it's sure as shit better than $1,000.
Jeez.
I literally was thinking, what can I cut out of my budget for $500 to get this a month? I've been thinking about it already.
Oh, I'll find some.
Right? Just a Target trip.
Oh, my Amazon cart.
Ooh. All right, now you're hitting me where it hurts. You're going to make me not shop on Amazon as much? But look at my Funko Pops. Hold on, but they're so cute. Look. I know. Stop.
Well, in all honesty, I probably saved that much in restaurants. So
yeah,
we ate out so much. So I know we saved that much in restaurants.
Yeah. And admittedly, my binge foods are so much less. It's incredible. They got bad for a while. Hey, so Neil and Courtney need to hear this. So, right? Good thing I'm keeping things private. I was in Target yesterday. So funny. And I was in Target and I saw the Reese's Christmas trees, just so everyone's aware.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, Target. Neil, it's Target.
Oh.
So I'm in Target and I find the Reese's Christmas trees. And of course, they have the bags and they have the thing. I bought one and put it next to my husband's coffee maker because I was super excited. He loves, obviously, Reese's things. And he's like, stop buying this shit for me. But hold on. I need to ignore my Facebook limit. Some computers have a Facebook limit on them for me. This was back when I used to just do too much shit on Facebook for nothing, like nothing productive. And so I bought him that. And I didn't buy I did have an impulse buy at Target. What did I buy myself? Oh, yeah, fuzzy socks. Fuzzy socks and coffee from Starbucks. I had no desire for chocolate. Like, I had no desire to buy binge foods at all.
Nice.
And
awesome.
Yeah, I'm still freaked out and waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I spent probably 5 hours last weekend doing a really deep 4th and 5th step with my sponsor. Makes me want to throw up thinking about it. But literally ever since then, like 8 or 9 days ago, whatever that was, I've had no urge. And I have an urge on Manjaro to overeat no matter what the dose is. And I joked, I'm like, well, shit, if I would have known I had to go that deep, I would have done that years ago. But I wouldn't have because I couldn't handle it. So, this isn't, it's not a magic pill. or magic shot, right? We're talking about these GLP-1s. It's not, especially for those of us who've used food as a drug, as a best friend, as a blankie for a long time, 40 some years. These medications are not a panacea. Damn close. But they do allow me a moment. Well, they allowed me enough mental peace to be able to dig to the, getting closer to the middle of the onion, right? And they allowed me to dig and do that fourth and fifth step and keep going, right? So I don't think I could have done it without it, but I also don't think I can. Oh, hold on. People are sending me messages on Facebook. Hi, I can help you. Hi, I can help you. If you know what, Katrina. Sorry, this is not a HIPAA compliant space. Yeah, hop on our live. Hop on our live. Yes. And hold on just a second. I got to take care of a patient. She's going to be a patient in 30 seconds. But anyway, my whole point is like, it takes a freaking village here, right? I got medicine. I got 12 step. I got my support people. I got Neil. I got Courtney. I got my people. Hold on. I told her I'm live now.
And Andy made it.
All right. So you guys talk for a second.
All right, an essay over there.
All right, I'm done. I get excited when I can help people.
Heck yeah.
I know. I get super excited. This is my thing. I probably just freaked her out. I'm not going to lie. I probably did. I'm like, go to the live. I'm live right now. Here it is. Hold on. And go to this website to be a patient.
Yeah, we're live all over.
I know we're live all over. So if Katrina, she said okay. She said okay, and I'm thinking. So this is why I tell people, like, listen, I am not everybody's cup of tea, like, just not. I get real excited about what we do. I honest to God, I love the group we do it with, and I get excited. So there you go. All right. She's done. She's good. She's taken care of. Let's see.
Pop on.
I'm here. There we go. Hey, hi, Katrina. See, not only okay. So this is my job, Katrina, is to not scare you away from becoming a new patient. That's my goal. So yeah, I'm here. So all right, let's do intros again since it's been like 20 minutes. If you're popping on TikTok, I've got Courtney live with me, and you'll hear Neil in the background, Peanut Gallery. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, you'll see Neil and hear Courtney. And so, yeah, I scare people.
Oh, Katrina made it.
I just told you that. Were you
listening? I'm sorry. I was.
Neil's like
being a delay over. Never mind. Forget it. I'll go back to sleep.
Somebody nudge Neil. Just kidding. Oh yeah. Speaking of nudging Neil, if you're on the TikTok, which is so funny, it makes me laugh. Erica said the EMS group is the most approachable medical group I've ever met in my life. I like approachable. It makes us sound less crazy.
I was going to say not crazy.
We're approachable, all right. Yeah, nice white padded room. We'll be fine. No, but what I was saying, if you're on TikTok, please go to Neil. Neil, say hi in the chat again, and please go follow Neil because we would like to be able to go live with everybody on the talk. If we could get everybody on TikTok and everybody on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, that'd be great. I know. I was gonna say someone's gonna have to be muted, but I don't know how it's gonna work. Mindy said down to earth. I like that. Down to earth. Yes. And Erica said, I didn't address the crazy aspect. There's Neil. All right, everybody go follow Neil.
There's not a lot that can shock us. Well, I don't know that anything could really.
I was gonna say not much. Oh God, so listen to this. So I wake up at 6:15 this morning after having in the middle of a nightmare. Well, not even, I don't know if it's a nightmare or not. That I was in the ER working. Let's start there. And somebody brought me a hand injury that they said was from a ring, and it was a partial degloving, right? And they couldn't. And literally, I walk in and I get this, and I just stop in for a second because I stop into the room and I get blood all over me. Right. So I'm washing out my mouth in the sink, which is totally grossing me out, right, in my dream. And I'm like, what the hell? I never walk into a trauma room. But it wasn't a trauma, right? It was actually a psych patient with this little injury. This is a dream. If you're just checking in here, this is a dream I had last night that freaked me out, woke me up. So, and like it's squirting through the bandage, right? And I'm starting to think I'm not good at this anymore because I don't do emergency medicine. I'm never going to be able to get hand to come in for me. This is never going to happen. I don't know what to do with this. Do I just ship it because I know they're not coming in? But her blood pressure's low, so I'm going to have to transfuse her. Here I am doing this whole trauma thing in my head. And I wake up at 6:15. Before we unwrapped the bandage, I was so pissed. I'm like, but I need to know what it looked like. How am I supposed to dispo this patient if I don't know what it looks like? So that's what I woke up to this morning. Oh. And then I went back to bed and had random dreams, which were fine. So, I'm also, a little way too much information here, but I'm prone to night terrors as well. So I'm thanking God my kid sleeps like a rock because I'm sleeping upstairs because of construction in my house. And I had one of those a couple nights ago. I did not wake up the kid. I'm like, Jesus. So, yeah, those are my funny dreams. Anyway, this is me. This is me. Obviously, not medical advice. So somebody's got to ask questions about GLP-1s or anything, right? Lifestyle medicine related.
Yeah.
Super cool things about lifestyle medicine, I guess actually that was relevant because sleep is one of the pillars of lifestyle medicine and what we do. So we always address sleep with our patients. Sleep and stress.
Those are two tough things.
Those might be the toughest.
Yeah.
Speaking of, why do we stop the things that we know work? So I stopped my On It New Mood, I don't know, forever ago, because I used to take it, and I finally ordered it last week. My gosh, that's the best sleep. What? Why? It takes me one pill. It's $1 a day. Why would I not just take it every night before bed? Why? I know that it works.
Well, because you think you can save money. So, my favorite is I stopped taking Onyx. So I take On It New Mood for restorative sleep before I sleep. Every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair and say, 2 pills works great. Let's go to 1. Okay. Yeah. You know why? Because my brain is messy, right?
Same.
Yeah. My brain is messy, and I've talked about this before that I heard a psychiatrist speak once in a lecture. And he talked about how addiction is the reward system gone awry, right? And once that switch is flipped, I can almost never say that sentence as well as I just did. Once it's flipped, you can't bring it back. You can't undo a neural pathway. You've got to replace the neural pathway or, do things like that, right? And for me, food as a drug of choice, I will always have that underlying brain highway that I will use food as a drug given the option, because that's my drug of choice. And I have to do literally everything in my power to not, whether it's medication. And we were talking about this week. People ask me, when are you going off? Never. Okay, listen, let's just consider it never and go from there. And then the next question is, well, we don't know about the long-term effects of these medications. But we kind of do. Because even the person who asked me about Trulicity, Byetta, which is the first common one that came out, I think came out in 2006.
It's been 17 years since they've been studying GLP-1s.
Yeah, 17 years since they've been studying them, or they've been approved. But I think the first one was Byduron, if I'm not mistaken, which no one knows what that is. But Byetta was the first one that was out there a lot.
Yeah, I think I saw a post today that it was 2005, and it had because it was the first GLP-1, had a lengthy study before it was approved. So, I mean, probably since 2000 or 2002, one would think.
Well, Neil, then we found information that they first started studying the GLP-1 receptor and how to make drugs for that in 1972. Was that what we found?
Yeah, it was 70s.
Yeah, in the 70s, early 70s. So, My brain wired all or nothing mentality with food prior to these meds. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it's all or nothing. I'm a binger and a restrictor. So for me to do moderate is like it takes a lot of effort, more than just a shot, you know?
Yeah. I was talking to someone on a video visit today about
Mhm.
the total swing with the brain with the food noise. It was either on a diet and obsessing about what am I allowed to have? What am I allowed to have? What can I have? Or I'm not on a diet, so ooh, what do I get to have? What do I get to have? What can I go binge on? What can I go grab at the grocery store? What can I? Because I'm not on a diet. I'm gonna start my diet next week.
Monday.
January 1. I'm gonna start a new diet. I'm gonna exercise. All of the things to like not have that now, and just it's just food. I can eat or I can't eat. It's not a big deal.
Hold on, I gotta pin Erica's comment. I can't. Why is it not letting me pin your comment? Oh, I don't know.
Let's see.
Can somebody pin this comment?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. I don't know. Usually it lets me do stuff.
It's not letting me do it either.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to address it, I suppose.
No kidding.
Erica said, not a question, but an observation. I didn't realize I had food noise until I didn't have it anymore. And like Courtney, when you just said that about, well, what can I eat? What can I not eat? What can I, like, that's, for those of you who don't know what food noise is, it's what Courtney just did. All the time. And it takes up so much brain space.
Well, there's that, and it's like some people didn't know there was a full feeling.
Yeah.
There's full? I could be full?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I knew what full was because I would get overfull. I didn't know what satiated was. I had no idea what satiated was. I could definitely experience full and overfull, but not satiated and like a stop button. Like it was either restricting and eating too little where I still felt a bit hungry at the end of a meal, or overfull.
Yeah. Well, so in the worst binging times. So for those of you who think, oh my God, I'm too sick, I can't talk to these people, hold on to your butts. We're not going into my binge history. No one needs all that. But I would eat until I hurt, till my stomach hurt, and I could not physically fit in any more food. I'm not bulimic, so I didn't throw up. I used to want to be bulimic so I could throw up, but thank God it never progressed to that. So, but I used to want to be, so I think that's probably bad enough. And I would literally like wait a half an hour until I could fit more food. Like, how sick is that? I mean, but I get it. Like, I get it. It is sick, and it is an illness. It is not like willpower. I mean, look at this shirt. I'm wearing one of my Ironman shirts today because I needed my Monday motivation. And I've completed 7 Ironmans, trained for 9. I've gone to medical school. I have a master's degree. I've been married for almost 25 years. That might trump all that shit. I know what it's like to dig in and be persistent, which is why I don't quit, and I won't quit. I won't quit in my own personal journey. We won't quit at AMS. We are here for the long haul. So, if you're looking for a provider that you might resonate with, you can always come see us. And if you're like, I think these people are crazy, go see somebody else. We don't charge you until we come up with a plan. So if you just want to pop in and you're in one of our states, ready? One of our states. Let me see if I can do it today.
Ooh, boy.
Without looking at the screen, we got Texas and Florida, and then I got New York, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, Virginia. I remember Virginia today. Laura's got Arizona, Alabama, Indiana, Louisiana by special approval.
Mandy's going to be proud. You remembered her today.
I did remember Virginia today.
And then Michigan, Wisconsin.
Yes. Oh yeah, she's got Wisconsin. Damn it.
Wisconsin. I don't think that one's not even on the site.
Oh shit! Is it not on the site?
I think
No, because I just copy and pasted what we serve over in the Facebook chat. So.
It's not on the site.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
In Michigan.
Where in Michigan? Everywhere in Michigan. But I went to grad school in Kalamazoo. And I went to med school in Toledo, so I ate a lot of Buddy's pizza. And used to go camping everywhere up the peninsula. And Wisconsin. But yeah, in Flint. We used to drive through Flint, right near Climax. Just kidding. It's not really. I just wanted to say it out loud. It's not terribly far, really. I don't know. I'm just not everybody's cup of tea. It is what it is. I cannot believe it's not on the website.
And none of us have noticed it every single time we do this.
Right? We do this all the time, and there comes Courtney. But what about Wisconsin? What about Wisconsin?
Well, we have patients in Wisconsin, but
we're not getting new patients in Wisconsin because the medical director is an idiot.
No, it could have been when you upgraded at some point. It had to have been on there at some point.
I don't know, but I'm putting it there right now. I can't. How about this? This is how many things can I do wrong today? But you know what? The question is how many things can I do right? And you know what that is? That's getting back up after I fall down. No, that I'm fucking good at.
So this question, or I guess this comment from Mindy didn't cross over to our wave chat, but the long-term effects is I most likely gain 10 years of life by losing 108 pounds.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great side effect.
Yeah, that's a long-term effect, right? Yeah, I had a patient the other day in the ER overnight who was crying because I had to admit her to the hospital. I mean, she's got 1,800 medical problems, none of which that could be handled in the plaza with the Dairy Queen. Just saying. But that's literally what I wrote for admit. She's got 1,800 medical problems, none of which I can take care of in the plaza. But anyhow.
But you get ice cream.
She can get ice cream. That would contribute. The whole point is she had 3 separate cancers in the past, right? She had also had endometrial cancer, which is the highest correlation to obesity. It's the most common female cancer with directly associated with obesity. She had a BMI of 53, roughly. 3 separate cancers. I would bet my month's worth of Manjaro that not one person said to her, including me, because I didn't have the heart to do it, that her cancers are related to her underlying obesity, or at least exacerbated by. I didn't have the balls to do it. Wasn't in a good place on Tuesday. That sucks. Could have made a difference and I didn't do it. Didn't do it. I went strict emergency medicine, you know, like, and that's what I do there, right? I try not to muddy the waters. When I do emergency medicine, I do emergency medicine. I try not to bring a lot of lifestyle into it. I'm sure shit not going to tell her eat less and move more. BMI is 53 and she has heart failure at that point. So I'm like, eat less and move more is not an option. I mean, it's an option, right? But you know what I'm saying. Well, you don't know what I'm saying. If you're new, all right, let's talk about this. Neil and Courtney know what I'm saying. But many of us have gone to our doctors and, hold on, Wisconsin. Let me hit save. Many of us have gone to our doctors to ask for help with binge eating, obesity, overweight. My BMI was like 29.5, right? It was 29.8 or something silly. I could have just eaten a couple more Reese's Cups and popped myself right into obesity. Easy. At that point, I was gaining weight like no other. But I went to my doctor and said, I can't stop eating. And it's taking over my life and it's taking away from my relationships with my family and my body hurts and I don't know what to do and I need help. And I got the eat less and move more. I don't even know what to say after that. It's probably not the right time. Oh my God, thank you. Trust your gut. It was probably not the right time to tell her that. Yeah. Probably not. Thank you. God. See? Connection? We got that. And I just executed Wisconsin is on the website.
Already starting for 2024.
Right? Starting up early. Systems and execution. I like execution, right? We got to kill those shitty parts that don't do anything. Yeah, I don't think she would have heard you with so much else going on. It's a good point, right? She came in for a cold and I told her she had heart failure. And she walked in and she's like, I think it's just a cold. And I look at her labs. I told my nurse, who was amazing that night, and I told him, I said, you know why I knew she had heart failure? Because I've been to doctor school. Been doing this for a minute.
Yeah,
Her husband didn't believe me. Can she please have some albuterol? No. No. Her heart's already strained, and no. The answer is no.
And I think being in our position is great because people seek us out when they're ready to make a change. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, for how many years did I preach at the lug sitting in the recliner that I was watching? My husband, for those of you that don't know, was the one who first started on a GLP-1.
This whole thing's his fault.
It is his fault, but he watched me train for Ironman and half marathons and exercise, and in his brain, I can't do what she's doing, so I'm just not going to do anything at all. And it was like this vicious cycle of, I know I need to move, but moving hurts. He was morbidly obese. And I sat watching the man that I've been married to for almost 25 years literally slowly dying, sitting in a recliner day after day after day after day. And it's been over a year now, and he's lost close to 100 pounds. He's 10 pounds less than when we got married almost 25 years ago. He now walks more than I do, watches his food, and he knows that button of when he can't eat more. So, like, he takes pineapples and carrots to work to eat every day, might grab a protein shake, but he wasn't ready until he was ready. It didn't matter how many years I thought he was ready. And I thought, hey, just walk around the block, just start with that. Let's just start with, not so much sauce on your food. He had to be ready. And when he was ready, he made the change.
That's a good point. We can save the world when they show up on our doorstep, but not until that point. Yeah. Super good questions and comments. Go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, and even though we like, strength training and exercise in the beginning, I mean, I've had patients that it wasn't until they lost 50 pounds they felt comfortable enough to go to the gym and start working out, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me? I didn't work out for 6 months, at all. At all. Because people are like, oh yeah, but you do Ironmans. No, I don't anymore. I tried in April and it did not go well. I got brought home on the trolley. And for those of you who know anything about Ironman Texas, the bike is on the Hardy Toll Road, and I literally got brought home on the Woodlands trolley. Yeah, I met a now friend there that he and I are friends on Facebook, and I want to nonchalantly tell him he needs my help, but again, he'll figure it out eventually. And if Dave's on here, I'm not singling you out, but I can make your life better. But these questions. Would there be a medical reason why I can't lose weight after being on tirzepatide since May? Only lost 4 pounds. The most common reason is whoever your provider is letting you overeat the drug. You're not on an appropriate dose, and we're not working with sleep, hydration, stress, and protein. Those are our 4 big rocks that we always talk about that your provider may not be addressing. And I'm not putting people down. This is a big deal. We dig in. I'm a life coach and a nutritionist and a triathlon coach and an athletic trainer and a doctor. Somebody told me at the ISSN Sports Nutrition Conference this year, you're like a unicorn. I'm kind of, without the horn. I just have a pineapple up top. That's all. Because no one else I know actually has all that shit together. I'm not saying I'm all that in a bag of chips, right? Because I fail just like everybody else. Sometimes a lot more epically than other people. But that's fine too. But so that's the most common reason. Very, very few are non-responders. And if they are, we can get them through it. Now I've had, and I tell the story quite often. One of my patients always sticks in my head because she's the mom of a very good friend of mine. She was on Manjaro 15 for 3 months before she lost a pound. We had to work her up to that. And she was the slowest responder I've had. So we got to work. We got to work. Feel free to sing the Britney part, Chris. That's one of my favorite songs.
I think we're in a unique position in that of the group of providers that we have, most of us, except for one, have been on or are on a GLP-1. Mm-hmm. And so we have not only what we can study and what we can read in studies, but we have our personal experience and the experience of our friends and family. And now a ton of patients. One of my patients sent me recently the article about the woman that passed away after Ozempic. And I responded back and got on a little bit of a soapbox about, that's why we ask about these side effects. That's why we titrate up slowly. That's why we really dig in and ask you really what's going on.
And tell you not to take 2 GLP-1s at the same time.
There's that, because that wasn't in every single article. But
oh shit, really?
I think with us sharing each other's stories of, hey, here's what worked for me, and hey, here, it really puts us in, not, I guess we are kind of unicorns, but being in a practice
We're a
where
herd of unicorns.
where we've been on the medications, I think does give us a unique quality in helping people.
Well, it does. And the one person who hasn't been on it got into this because she knew she could have helped her family members who are literally dying. So she is as close as you can get. And I'm still going to get her to try it one of these days just because I want her to feel it. Because she'll probably be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
but her life needs to calm down for a minute. Hold on. There's another comment that oh, shit. Some of my comments were filtered. Were they my comments? Oh, no, they were written comments, so they weren't mine. I'm like, am I getting censored on TikTok? That's terrible. All right, somebody's being a jerk.
Have you seen the one? Jennifer's. I've been on Manjaro for a year, down 70 pounds. Just got denied for asking to go up to 12.5. She's devastated.
That's the one I was looking for.
Okay.
So we better not be your providers. Was it denied by insurance or denied by your provider? Because insurance, man, I can't figure that shit out. They don't want to pay for any of these. And they're going to do whatever they can not to. If it's your provider, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, there's some that are afraid to go over.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm going to get filtered for that.
There's some that are afraid to go over 1 on semaglutide.
Providers or?
Providers. Not us, but yeah, in general, like patients have come to us because they won't go over 1.
Yeah, patients find us because their providers won't bring them up.
Or you have the opposite, like my husband's PCP who just kept increasing the dose, even though he was having side effects. They kept saying, well, you have more weight to lose, you have more weight to lose, you have more weight to lose. And he's a dude, so he just, okay, they said to increase my dose, I'll just increase my dose. I'm like, you're miserable. Like you can't eat anything without, and he's stoic. He's like, well, the medicine's working. It's, he's never taken a single thing for a side effect. But they maxed him out really, really quickly and didn't need to. Like he was losing a good amount of weight, and maybe he wasn't being completely honest about the amount of side effects because he's a dude.
Well, and they didn't. They went up by protocol. That's why we don't do protocolized care.
Yeah, they kept saying, you're not at your goal. You still have more weight to lose. Your BMI is not normal. You still have more weight to lose. Your BMI is not normal. So they kept increasing the dose.
Yeah, but it wasn't coming off overnight. It sure as hell didn't go on overnight.
No, my gosh. It took, 15 years to put it on.
Oh, God. God love them. It's only 15.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Depends on when, we cycle. So Jennifer said, your BMI of 26 now. So I'm looking on the Zepbound site because what I believe is the indication for Zepbound is chronic weight management. Because if you look here and it says, I'm looking on the website, Zepbound is an injectable prescription medication that may help adults with obesity or with excess weight who also have weight-related medical problems lose weight and keep it off. So it should be used with a reduced calorie diet and physical activity. Eat less and move more. So anyhow, I get that, right? I get that. Oh, look at this. Hold on. This is a good statement. You guys listen. It is not known if Zepbound can be used in people who have pancreatitis.
Ooh.
Black and white, right in front of me. It is not known if it is safe and effective for children under 18 years of age.
Those are kind of promising statements.
I know. Thoughts on TMS therapy? I don't know what TMS therapy is. So what I'm thinking, Jennifer, where I was going with that is I know in some of the resources, it is approved for chronic weight management. And I think that we are realizing, especially with the new study on Ozempic that came out with the reduction in heart attacks. Wegovy, Ozempic, I don't remember. Shoot, I think it's Wegovy. I might have misspoken there. But that people will be on these forever. And we're starting to realize that. So if we talk about like where you came from, right? Like if your insurance is probably going to require prior authorization. If your doctor talks about, or your provider talks about where you came from, like you started at this, then, we're going to go there. So I think that's, Oh, so TMS looks more like ECT, but
Yeah.
non-invasive is what I'm looking at. I don't have any therapy other than like bloodletting, right? Because sometimes we learn that things were really bad. But certainly any FDA approved therapy, especially for mental illness, I take mental illness very seriously. Um, very seriously. And starting some of these medications, here, let's go down that road as long as I got another 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Um, Mental illness is no joke. Shoot. Hold on. I'm having furniture delivered. Let me just hold on. Let me just look this up real quick, make sure they're not delivering my furniture. Okay, I didn't get any. Um, so yeah, I really have to end in 10 minutes. I'm telling you, light a fire under my ass. So, but when we start these medications, it may increase your anxiety. There have been reports of increased suicidality, but I think a lot of it for a lot of people is I'm about to take away your blankie. For me personally, food was my solution for so many years, over 45 years that I can recall. Food was my solution for so many years that when you take away my number one coping mechanism and I don't have any other ones. Now, I was lucky enough that I do 12 step. I have a fantastic network of friends. Um, Sorry, my mom asked me. She's helping me with the furniture. I just saw that text. Um, I have a fantastic network, a support network that I need because if I take away my blankie, I still need a plan for living. That's the reality of it. So if you need help with your depression, go with it. It's not invasive and it's not, side effects. It's definitely nerve wracking to undergo a different sort of therapy. The good news is it's not like you're getting a lobotomy. So that's good, right? It's reversible sort of. Um, the risks would probably be of TMS. What I would think would be it would worsen your mood. It might even worsen your mood temporarily. That's something you got to talk about with the provider because if it changes your neural pathways, then you gotta it might make you angry. We don't know. So that's something definitely talk about the provider. Say, listen, what's the worst thing that can happen if I do this TMS therapy? And it's a risk benefit. And I always say this, anytime you put something into your body, whether it's a food, drink, chemical, drug, stimulation, thoughts, whatever you put in your body, it is going to change your chemistry. And it's going to change the way you think. It's going to change the way you act. It's going to change the way your cells produce proteins and produce your body, right? So you've got to be aware of that. Be very protective of what you put in and ask questions.
I wonder if
Uh,
it's like oh, good.
Go ahead. Nope.
I wonder if it's like ECT, where you can have that loss of short term memory.
Yeah. So that's what it kind of looks like, but it looks a little less shocking. Yeah, but I mean, if you're struggling, um, yeah, I just do what it takes to be healthy. Do what it takes to get back to yourself. Or, I don't believe we can go back. Right? Like I said, once the reward system, once the circuits are messed up, you don't go back. But we can go forward and live a better life than we could before. Renee said, I don't want to stay on long term. What are my suggestions to get off? Well, us as a group, we do a lot of different things. We work with our patients to get healthy habits in place. So they're not just, it's not just a crutch, right? No, sometimes we just need the crutch. I mean, let's be honest. But Tracy said, I've been telling everybody about this. It cured me. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But to get off, we have quite a few patients that are like, I don't want to take this long term. I'm off. And but don't drop from 15 to nothing. We talk about this quite often. We'll lower your dose, we'll taper the dose, we'll work on, ramping things up or, going slowly. It's almost like a reverse diet for those of us who have been in the dieting world since Moby Dick was a minnow. Um, it's really like a reverse diet where we'll slowly increase your calories to help your metabolism and to help the food noise. Some people may have to be on it forever. My dad, in particular, he wants to get off, and I kind of told him he's 72 years old that I think he should stay on a GLP-1 forever for the cardioprotective benefits. whether it's like a 0.25 semaglutide, just something,
And the increased kidney blood flow.
right? Increased kidney
Yeah.
blood flow bonus because he was a borderline diabetic for years. So, all right, we got 5 minutes. Countdown's on. All right, what do we got comment wise?
Someone commented that their insurance doesn't cover, and so they're going to have to stop. And I commented back, the majority of our people do not have insurance coverage for medications.
Nope. My insurance is so freaking bad. I don't even have coverage for my doctors. I'm over it. I'm feeling that was supposed to be something I did this morning that I didn't get to. But I yeah, I didn't get there because I'm going to have better insurance as of January 1st, and I'm pay for it. But that's fine. It's like $200 more a month than the shitty, well, 300 than the shitty insurance I currently pay for. So it's like, but then so here's my thought. I wonder if I max out my deductible on Zepbound.
Maybe.
Before I pick the plan, because I was going to pick the highest deductible, but I'm like, it might be worth it to pick the lowest deductible if I'm going to max out on Zepbound.
Yeah.
Do the prescriptions count toward the regular deductible?
You better check. Sometimes they do.
If they do,
I know some of our patients have, because they're like, nope, they're covered 100% now because I met my deductible for the year.
Ooh, I'll be looking at that. Because if I'm going to pay $200 more for the lower plan, and sometimes they don't, I know. If I'm going to pay $200 more for the lower plan, and God forbid something catastrophic happens anyway, then shit, I might as well get the Zepbound covered. I mean, not that I'd be able to stay on it if I need some wicked trauma surgery or something, but, anyhow, just thoughts. Just anyway, my whole point is, don't think that because like people are medical that we have this fantastic insurance. Mine sucks. That's why I'm gonna pay for more. Even the shittiest plan that I can find that's available was almost $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
And doesn't cover any of my doctors.
Yeah, that was the last quote when I had to purchase my own before we became employees, was $1,500 a month with a $5,000 deductible per person, all 5 members of my family. I mean, that's a catastrophic plan. That's all that is.
Yeah. And when they say you can't get catastrophic after a certain age, it's like, no, this is all this is. Let's be serious.
What's crazy is my first plan, like as a nurse, I took the high deductible and it was $1,000.
Oh God, you're old, Neil.
I'm not that old. I'm younger than some people. I'm younger than everybody else here, but
this is true.
I'm not sure about Mandy.
We had to purchase our own plan. Our family was like, I don't know, $395 a month on one of the name brand insurances with like a $1,500 per family deductible, and just over the course of healthcare reform and such, some things did not improve.
Yeah, access to insurance improved.
Yes.
So I'll say that did help. That did improve. Okay, I have a minute on YouTube and Facebook, so we're going to say goodbye over here, but we're going to keep Neil up because we don't have to be live. And then we'll finish up on TikTok. So goodbye to everybody on Facebook and YouTube. We will see you next week, if not sooner, unless we do another live. Because we'll have some impromptu ones. We're going to try to be here for the Monday motivation every Monday.